Ooh, what's going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez. I am back. You're back. Together, we're back for another day. Another Player Prop Talk live stream here on the channel. As always, I hope this finds you doing well and in good spirits. I feel like I'm way too close to this microphone. Can never get the spacing right on this shit. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. If it's your first time here, let me know in the chat. If it's your fifth time or sixth time here, let me know in the chat. But either way, hit the like button on your way in, as it does go a long way in helping out the channel. Gets us in front of more viewers. That's how we grow. Hope everybody's Taco Tuesday went well. Tacos weren't bad. I want to say they all hit. I know Webb hit, Brown hit, and who was the last one? Asia Wilson. That was a crazy drop. A 10-point discount from her 24.5 to 14. That was a little too good. I didn't play too many of her promo. I was all promoed out by the time it got to her promo. And to be honest with you, by the time you get to the third taco, a lot of games have already started. The value is not as heavy at that time of day. So you either have to just wing it, do some second half slips, or pair that with a play for the next day. But I didn't play too much of the Wilson promo. How about y'all? How did y'all do? What was your night like yesterday? Fourth time. What's going on? Zeru? Is that like view, but with a Z? Zeru? Let me know how bad I said your name. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. Appreciate everybody being here. 4 viewers on. We've been starting a little early. Live streams. Oh, I did. Nice. Appreciate that. First time's the charm. Yeah, we've been starting a little early the past couple weeks, 8:50. So we give a nice little buffer there for people to come in. And then we start talking player props around 9 a.m. and try to hold it down for about an hour. Give everybody a chance to put a question in the chat. Hopefully I can help you out with some picks today. I thought we'd take a little bit of a different approach today, though. I thought we'd build out some slips on the stream using the Odd Shopper Pick'ems table. Discord, I put about 15 underdog slips, or 15 underdog plays that I like in the Discord already. Just a lot of value on underdog, a lot of esports value that I like. So I've already created like 3 slips on underdog, shared them in the Discord. PrizePicks, wasn't really seeing a ton that I like, so I thought we'd build some slips out using the odd shopper pick'em table, and built some 5-mans out. And you can tell those if you want. I'll share them in the Discord. Anything that we talk about here on the channel in terms of building slips, I always share for everybody in the Discord, so you don't have to go searching too far for it. But if you're watching this in real time, you can just build it as I build it. What's going on, JR? Good morning to you. Not great day. OTF fucking game, right? Dude, I went to bed. I was tired. I hit shoulders yesterday. Shoulders, boy. I went all out yesterday in the fitness center here in my complex. But it's like 7 straight days of workouts. I didn't realize going into last week I had, hit a workout 7 straight days. I fell asleep real hard yesterday. Celtics were down by 5 when I fell asleep. I was like, man, I'm gonna go to sleep. And when I woke up this morning, I said, oh, they probably lost like 117 to 112, some shit like that. Like one of those free throw kind of minutes where you just like slow the game down. And I went to OT, and I looked at all the fantasy scores for like Derek White, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. What the hell? So yeah, I'm happy the Celtics won. I really wish I would have been able to stay up long enough to watch it. But boy, that fucking game probably ruined a lot of people's slips. I don't think anybody saw the OT coming like that. What's going on, Canadian Dad? Celtics came through. They did in a big way. In a big way. All right. Let's get on with the stream, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining, we're just warming up the water for you. So come on in. Water's fine. Hashtag blessed. As always, we start off this stream on a positive note. Positive note being that you woke up, you are hearing and seeing this, so you are alive. 10% of the U.S. population died last night. Did you know that? Something like that. Maybe more. But if you're watching this, hearing this, seeing this, you're either a ghost, which I'm cool with that, or you didn't die. So that's awesome. Hashtag blessed. Super morbid start to the stream. Let's get into some positive vibes here. On BETR, we've been talking about BETR a lot lately. I've been playing a lot on BETR. Really fun app. Just super clever name. Also works in a few different ways. But first time deposit match up to 250. Go ahead and scan the QR code on the screen. Thought that'd be helpful. Not every pick'em site is offering QR codes. At least I haven't seen them. So for presentation purposes, this looks better, and it's probably just easier to hold your phone up to the screen, or unless you're on your phone. But if you're not on your phone, you're on your laptop or watching this on your flat screen, just hold your phone up to the screen and sign up. Use my code, get a deposit match up to 250. Yesterday, I jumped the gun a little bit. Luka promo is still in effect. However, that game was not yesterday. It's today. So I'll be sharing my Luka promo slip in the Discord for everybody to see. Only a $5 max on this, so you can't go ham. But it is a nice little bankroll builder. You can throw the Luka promo in a 7-man slip if you want. I find it easier to cash on the 2s and 3s for a promo like this. It's just too good. 0.5 points. You kind of don't want to fuck that up on a 6 or 7-man slip. So put it in a 2-pick or a 3-pick. The value is so high on this promo that it does balance out to a plus EV slip. And that's kind of how I try to cash on those. And I'll be sharing that over in the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, if you have any interest in joining the Discord, I got 3 options for you. 10-day pass, $9.99. 1 month membership, $19.99. Or you can go for the full year, $191.88. That is 20% off if you do the math. $19.99 times 12. You'll see the difference in price. Interested in any of these 3 options, hit me up over in the Discord. Really, the only difference is the longer you sign up for, the less you pay. That's really the only difference. You don't get tiers. You're not, going to get less picks or anything like that. So try to make it fair for everybody over in the Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, let us move on to today's plays. I got the date right. Look at that shit. May 22nd, 2024. It should be pulsating. That's what she said. I need to figure out what's going on my slide. Today's plays, we talk PrizePicks, underdog, jock market, sleeper, BETR. Wherever you play, we can pull up the props on that pick'em site using props.cash. Props.cash is a partner of the channel. Been using props.cash for the better part of a year and a half now, almost 2 maybe. Thanks 25 is my promo code. Sign up using it. You'll save 25% off your first month over on props.cash. If you've never seen props.cash used in real time before, you're in for a treat because we use it here every single stream. So by the end of the stream, you'll be pretty familiar with props.cash. And at that point, if you like what you see, you want to sign up, use my code, save some money. That easy. We're going to head on over to the PrizePicks dashboard and pull up that screen. Now, I made mention that we talk about any player prop that you want to talk about. Doesn't matter what pick'em site you're on, but for the stream, we always use PrizePicks dashboard because it looks the best. It's easier to navigate. There's more familiarity around it, but it also just presents well on screen. So regardless of where you're playing, we can use props.cash to look up your prop. But for the live stream, you'll see PrizePicks here on the screen. So not a PrizePicks only stream by any means, just what I like to use. Underdog's very glitchy. My experience, their desktop, app or just their website is really glitchy. Even on the phone, it sticks, it buffers. They need to do a lot of troubleshooting on the back end of that shit. So hopefully they can get that cleaned up. But Underdog is another prop site that you can look to if you can't play on PrizePicks. What's going on? Jay Marsh, good morning to you. Rafael Devers hit her fantasy score. We talked about Jose Ramirez yesterday, going right back to somebody who chalked the day before. Boy, he came through, right? Home run. That's what we needed. Damien, what's up, man? Said cashed a 25x and a 10x. Can't complain. Winba been cashing. Let's fucking go. I was so close to cashing a 25x. I got a little too cute. I had to build a 6 pick. If I just would have kept it at a 5 pick, would have cashed 10x on that one. But TJ McConnell hooked it on the assist. Needed Obi Toppin over points and McConnell over assist in that last 2 legs of the slip. Got a little too cute with McConnell. McConnell may not have the big role that we saw in New York this series, especially if these games keep coming down to like the wire. You're gonna want your best players out there. As good as he is, he's not better than Halliburton. To have both of those guys on the floor, I guess you could. But watching him in the game with Halliburton, even though the ball was in his hands a lot, it would always end up in Halliburton's hands. So he might be running point. It feels like a traditional point where he's not, setting guys up for assists. It's like he's just getting a lot of hockey assists, He'll pass it to Neesmith assists Siakam. He'll pass it to Nembhard, Nembhard assists Turner. So it was kind of weird to watch that happen. Maybe McConnell is good for some unders moving forward. I think everybody was off on Halliburton yesterday. Finished with 10 assists. We talked about his assist on the stream at 8, and we're making a case for it. And then it got bumped up to 8.5. And I was like, oh, yeah, let's go under on that. He would have needed his assist to be bumped up to 10.5. He had 10 assists yesterday, 25 points, 10 assists. Also took the under on his PRA. That didn't work out. So he finished with 38 PRA, needed him to go under 32.5. So I feel like a lot of shit was off yesterday. All right, let's pull up this Devers fantasy score prop. Let's kick this off. And then we're going to head over to Devers doesn't play in the NBA. If Devers played in the NBA, what position would he play? I love those conversations. Oh, this player would fit well in the NFL, like Lou Dort. Lou Dort could play linebacker in the NFL. The one I always hear is LeBron James. Like, what would LeBron James play in the NFL? Tight end, 6'8", 250. I mean, at that height, man, I don't know. That's a tight end seems logical. Maybe a rush in. Just put him in on third downs. That's a wide wingspan, I'd like to see some of these NBA players run NFL Combine. I think that would be fun to watch. Like watching some of these guys run the 40-yard dash or the vertical. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to watch. What's going on, Ryan Armendariz, right? Kelsey Plum took the over on her threes after yesterday's stream. I threw that in a 2-pick with the Logan Webb taco. 7 threes. If you also took the over on her and I think it was Tarasi, 3-pointer prop, she hit that by herself. Beautiful game. That's what you want. When you take the over on the 3-point prop, that's what you want to see. You don't want that shit to come down to the last shot. Nice. All right. So we got Devers pulled up on the board. We're going to head over to the Odd Shopper Pick'ems table. So if you've never seen Odd Shopper before, this is a paid optimizer. And I'm not going to give you a tutorial or anything like that. But I do want to show the Pick'ems table. And we're going to go through the Pick'ems table and we're going to use it to find some plays. And we're going to build out a couple of slips here on the stream. You can tell these if you want or not. So we are building a slip out on PrizePicks today. So we can just select PrizePicks from this drop down. That way it filters out what we want. And we're open to building a slip no matter the sport. So we're not trying to build an all NBA slip or an all MLB slip. We're trying to build out the best slip. If it happens to be an all MLB slip, then so be it. But I really like about the Odd Shopper table here is it does give you insight into what the other books are doing with this line. So on props.cash, we always talk about which books are taking action on a play. And Odd Shopper does that, but they give you books that you probably haven't even heard of, probably aren't even in America. Like Pinnacle's not even in America, but Pinnacle is regarded as one of the sharpest books out there. And so I do trust these plays if I'm trying to build out a slip, or if I'm just struggling trying to find value, or if my research is like really, if I'm pressed for time, Odd Shopper just does the work for you. Now you do have to like let go of the wheel and let the fucking car drive, right? Because you can't be questioning the math here. If you're going with these plays, you just gotta, all right, cool. There's a good value. One thing you can do, one thing that's really helped me is create your own rule. And for me, my rule is I don't play a prop unless it has 2 or more data points. Data points for me is just sports books or just odds. If it just has 2 books, I'll consider it. But if it comes down to a play that has 2 books and a play that has 5 or 6 books, I'm gonna go with the one that has more action on it because it's just more represented. If a play just has one line, I don't like that. I'll skip it. I don't have time for that shit. So right off the bat, we can go look at Juan Soto. Total bases under 1.5. You can see 3-6 Mafia, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 books are taking action on the under on this total base prop. You got Adam Duvall, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 books taking action on this one. And we can just go down the list. Now, maybe we should filter out NBA because the NBA, some of these NBA props are for tomorrow. Now we can build out a slip with plays in tomorrow's game or Thursday's game. But if you're looking for a slip to cash out today, don't put Miles Turner in there because you're going to have to wait. So you could skip Miles Turner, go down to Aaliyah Boston, look at her rebounds at 8.5. You got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. So you're getting a lot of representation here, and we can literally just build out. We can literally just build out this slip. We'll keep the Devers. We'll keep the Devers play in there. And we'll go under on Juan Soto. If you question any of these plays, if you don't like them and you're kind of scratching your head thinking, why would I go under, or why would someone go under on such and such player? Let me know in the chat, and then we'll use props.cash to kind of dig into it and figure out why it's getting juice to the under, if that makes sense. Because sometimes I do see plays myself that I'm kind of questionable, that look questionable, and after doing some research, I get it. So it does help to understand how you got to that point. And if you have a question about a player prop, let me know. We can just look it up. The other one was Aaliyah Boston under her rebounds. You're going to see a lot of unders on this one. If you're scared to play unders, stop being scared. You don't have to build a slip out of all unders. However, you know, consider unders. They are 50% of your options when you're doing pick'em side. Not everything is an over. Go back and look at all the chalk slips you have. How many overs chalked? Overs chalk just as much as unders. It took me a while to get very comfortable with taking unders on players. Like a long time, very long time. The next one here is Josh Naylor. Naylor, I barely even know her. Josh Naylor under 1.5 total bases. You can see you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. 15 books taking action on this one. And then we'll round it out with Daniel Gafford under his points today at 8.5. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20 books taking action on the under. Daniel Gafford, 8.5 points. So let's finish this out. I guess we'll build a 6 pick with this one. I was gonna just do 5 plays. We can still do a 5. I tell you what, I'm gonna take the Devers one out for now, and I'll put them in the next slip. But I just want this first slip. I at least want one slip that we build today to just be all plays from the pick'ems table. But don't worry, we'll look at that Devers play. And who was the other one? I forgot. Oh, Josh Naylor. All right. Canadian dad. The Naylor boys are from Canada, right? What part of Canada are the Naylor boys from? Are you a Guardians fan? Do you follow teams that have players from Canada? Like specifically? Like are you an OKC Thunder fan? With Dort, Giddey. All right, so we got under on Josh Naylor, under on Daniel Gafford, under on Boston, under on Duvall, and under on Soto. So that's a 5. That's a 5 pick right there. And because we're gonna build out a few of these, I don't want to go ham on this shit. So I'm gonna put $5 on it. You can put however much money you want on this. If you got bank for days, put 500 on this shit. But I'm gonna put 5 on it, and we're gonna submit it. So that's our first slip that we built out using the Odd Shopper Pick'em table. A lot of unders, right? So I'll share this over in the player prop Discord for everyone to see. But that's slip number 1. Let's pull up Devers back on the board, and we're actually going to go over to props.cash to look at this one, because when we look at fantasy score, there is a lot that goes into fantasy score, and I like just breaking it down for everybody and showing, you know, a bit more insight versus just saying, oh yeah, he's going to go over that shit. So here's props.cash home screen. We're going to go on in and start our research. And we're going to go right on over to the MLB, which is already pulled up. Boston has been raking as of late. They have, the bats have come alive. Big time. All right. So how many? I think he has like 3 home runs in the last 5 games. Holy shit. No way. I didn't know. I don't keep count of his home runs. I just knew that he had a few. Holy shit. 6 games out of his last. This is unprecedented. This is crazy. 60% of his last 10 have a home run. That shit is not sustainable. Otherwise, he'd break every home run record in the league. Maybe he will. Shit. But as of now, I mean, come on. This is like also an op. You know what I'm like? This is also part of baseball. Home runs don't happen often. Although when the streaks are alive, it sure is fun to watch. All right. So obviously, if Devers hits a home run today, he goes over fantasy score. So that would be the easiest, sweat-free way to get it done. Clearest path to success is home run. No numbers against Ryan Papua. That's all good. In fact, first time seeing this Boston lineup. Typically, you want to give the edge to the pitcher. However, I mean, is Boston one of the hottest teams in baseball right now? Those bats are alive. You know, we're going to look at some Boston bats, starting with Devers. So versus right-handed pitching, Devers crushes 316 batting average, 378 ISO. Strikeouts they're not too bad. I think 20 is, I don't know if that's league average or not, but it's definitely not one of the higher percentages you'll see. Doing a great job of waiting for his pitch. 13% walk rate. When we look at Devers versus right-handed pitching on the year, again, 316 batting average, 10 homers, 7 doubles, 14 singles. And then Papua versus lefties like Devers, not struggling. I mean, the batting average is so poor versus righties. I mean, the batting average is so good versus righties. He's suppressing that damage. That 206 is lit up green, but 206 on any other scale is a pretty low batting average. I mean, that's barely over Mendoza line. 3 homers, 2 doubles, and 8 singles. He's hot, man. Devers is a player that's on fire right now. You always look to take the over on players who are on streaks, whether they're cold or not. You take the unders on cold streaks, overs on hot streaks. This is about high as you can get. Projection today, 1.35 hits, 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. How is the hits, runs, and RBIs constructed? If he doesn't hit a home run, how's he getting this done? It's a single, that's 3 points. RBI, that's 5. That's total of 5. And he scores a run, that's 7. Devers would need to either draw a walk, steal a base, or maybe get a double instead of a single, or 2 singles instead of just 1 hit. So he does need more than just what we're seeing here. He needs 4 hits, runs, and RBIs to go over this. Or a walk. A walk would get it done too. But yeah, you could definitely put that in a slip. If you're going to attack the over on a prop, why not choose the over on a player who is on a 5-game home run streak? 6 out of his last 10 games, he's hit a home run. Incredible. Anthony Escudero, what's going on, man? Got killed by OT yesterday. Took the overs today. Watch it go under. What's going on, Travis Peterson? New here, ready to learn something new. Unders are exciting as hell. I agree. Unders are a preferred taste. Just gotta get used to it, right? JR says, I love unders. Let me know which ones you like on the which ones you like the best. Cat rebounds and assists. We could throw that up there. Yeah, only follow or kind of know about the Canadian players. Jamal Murray, SGA. We got a few ballers though. Andrew Wiggins. I mean, early Andrew Wiggins for sure. Yeah. Yep. So I'm guessing over on Devers. Yeah. I mean, you just take the over on this one or stay away. You know, I wouldn't risk taking the under on this one because, I mean, again, if you're just joining the stream, we're breaking down Devers fantasy score. Welcome in. Hit the like button on your way in. We're looking at Devers hit runs and RBIs over his last 5 games. We're looking at Devers home runs over his last 5 games. We're looking at Devers Ks over his last 5 games. We're looking at Devers walks. Stolen base. 1 stolen base. Nice. So you're seeing a lot of positive information here. You got positive projections, and you have a guy who crushes right-handed pitching. Historically crushes right-handed pitching. Your only reservation is the fact that this will be, for a lot of these Red Sox players, this will be the first time they see Pipois. So usually you give the edge to the pitcher the first time they're facing a team, but because, I mean, not even just Devers. Okay, we talk about Devers being on a roll. I mean, 5-game hit streak for Duran. If you extend it out, 80% over his last 10 hits, runs, and RBIs. Singles, doubles, triples, home runs. Not as much as Devers, man, but for a leadoff man, 2 home runs in the last 10 games, 2 home runs in the last 6. I think you'll take that. RBIs, runs. His bugaboo has been strikeouts, but in 2 of those games, you can see what he did. But for the most part, he's doing a good job of putting the ball in play. That's what you need. Stolen bases. Love to see this spike a little bit. So look, it's not just Devers. You got guys in his lineup throughout the top 5 that are wrecking. O'Neal, 2 home runs in his last 10. O'Neal coming in with 5 hits out of his last 10. O'Neal coming in with 2 hits, runs, and RBIs over his last 10. Connor Wong. So look, it's not even just Devers. There are a lot of players in his Red Sox lineups that are raking right now. So usually you give the edge to a pitcher when they're seeing a team for the first time. But this red hot team. Oh yeah, Red Sox are red hot right now. So, you know, maybe you do want to take a stab at a few of these bats, go over on some of these props. This team is on a roll right now. All right. Also, if you're just joining the stream, we built out a slip already. We built out a slip using the OddsShopper Pick'em table, and we just grabbed the first 5 off the Pick'ems table. We're gonna go back and build another slip. I'm only putting $5 on these slips. All right. I'm not loaded like some of you watching this stream, but you feel free to put however much money you want. Don't talk shit about putting $5 on it. Like, oh, you're so confident. How come you didn't put 50 on it? Man, because I got to pay my light bill. Austin Electric Company doesn't care that I lost $50 on a parlay. You can put as much money on it as you want, all right? Long-term profitability is what we're going for. So here are the 5 that we put in the slip: Soto, Duvall, Boston, Gafford, Naylor, all unders. That's our first slip. We're going to build out another one. We're going to head back over to the Pick'ems table now. And so we're going to hide the plays that we already put in the slip so that they don't keep showing up. So we're going to hide Soto. We're going to hide Duvall. We're going to hide Naylor. We're going to hide Gafford. We're going to hide Boston. So those 3 we put in a slip already. And we'll just kind of go through now if you're interested in building the slip with the best upside in terms of just odds to hit, you're going to see some plays for Thursday. If you want to build a slip out that cashes today, then we have to exclude these NBA plays from Thursday because you'll have to wait. So if you don't want to wait, then we need to skip these Halliburton McConnell assist props, and we'll go right down to this Conley prop. So Conley under his PRA today, 21.5. You got 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15 books taking action on the under. Freddie Freeman under 1.5 total bases. So if you're just joining the stream, we're building out slips based off plus EV, true odds, and win, expected win using the Odd Shopper Pick'em table. And this thing doesn't give a fuck about a player. It doesn't give a fuck about how good they are or what their what their legacy is or how hot their wife is. It doesn't give a shit. Like Freddie Freeman, great player. Doesn't care. Let's go under on his total bases. Jose Altuve, great player. Doesn't care. We're going under on total bases. You see what I'm saying here? So you have to be able to put aside your personal feelings for a player or a team if you're trying to just build out slips. Three, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16 books like the under on Altuve. One thing I like about the Shopper Pick'em table, again, is the amount of books that have action on a play that you can see. We talk about this on props.cash, how many books are taking action on a play. On the Pick'ems table, you can see books that you've never even heard of. So Conley, Freeman, Altuve. Pritchard is for Thursday's game, so we can hide him. If you guys want to go back and build a slip for Thursday, we have enough plays on the table here to build out a slip for Thursday's game. You'll have to wait. But if you want to do that, let me know in the chat, and we can definitely put a slip in there. No, I'm not gonna lie. If I see a player prop that I'm like, "Woo, really? We're gonna go under on him," I have those feelings too. And in certain cases, I'll just skip that player and not chance it, or I go with the numbers. And sometimes I just go with the math. Like Simeon scares me sometimes. I'm like, I don't know about this guy, you know. And if I ever doubt it, I'll just research it. I was just like, I know what the books say, but let me just figure out why. And it gives me, it just gives me confidence. Sometimes I come across a fantasy score for a player and I can't figure out how they're going to get there. I can't figure out how Chris Morel is going to go over fantasy score. And in those cases, I'll just skip it. I don't care if it goes over. I don't care if the books were right. I don't have the confidence. So that's what I do sometimes. Like Marcus Simeon scares me. So I would probably go to props.cash and then figure out why this is going under. All right, so we have enough here. Let's see if we hide Nimhard for now. This does give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives us 5 plays to put in a slip. So let's do it. We're gonna go back over. You know what? We're gonna keep this Devers play in here. We're gonna make it a 6 pick. We're gonna make it a 6 pick on this one. Let's put all the MLB plays in there first, and then we'll go over and add in Conley. So we got Freeman under. I've also played props that I'm like, what? You're gonna go under? I don't know about this one. I question it, and I just put it in a slip, and it hits, you know. So it is very easy to form bias, you know, especially if you're a fan of that player or a fan of the team or, you know, anything like that. It is very easy to form a bias, but you just have to be able to separate sometimes. If you're that big of a fanboy or fangirl, then stay away. You can always stay away. You always have the choice. You always have a choice. Oh, Conley. All right, cool. So we'll add in Conley. So the difference between, if you're just joining the stream, we're building out a slip on props on PrizePicks using plays taken right off the Odd Shopper Pick'em table. And this is going to be our second slip, and it's all unders. If you're not a fan of unders, probably don't like this stream, but I suggest getting used to them because they are 50% of your options when choosing Pick'em. So over on Devers, and then we go under Freeman, under Altuve, under Simeon, under Bomb, and then under Conley. We'll put 5 on this. So the difference between 6 and 5 is $25, 25x or 10x. No, I said that incorrectly. So if you play $5 on a 5 pick, that's $50. $5 on a 6 pick, that's $125. That's a difference of $75. There you go. So let's go ahead and submit this. That's our second slip. What I was going to say is the difference between what we're doing now and how we're building out these slips and just randomly selecting players and going with the gut and whatever else is that these are backed up by numbers and math and all that good shit. Doesn't mean that they're 100% gonna hit, because if books or if optimizers could guarantee that, they'd be charging you $500,000 a month for that shit. Something like that. So nothing's guaranteed, but the difference is that one is backed up by data and research and easy to read information, and the other shit's just backed up by, you know, random acts. So there's slip number 2. Let's see what else. They got Rudy at 14.5. What's going on? Oh, Zru. I said what's up to you, right? All right. Got Rudy at 14.5 points for Demon under. I don't think you could take Demon unders. That's the thing about demons, is that you have to take the over. So now Rudy is getting a lot of love on the over for his PRA, but on underdog it's 27.5, and on PrizePicks it's at 27. So it is a little less on PrizePicks. You could possibly look at that one. Nas Reed points and rebounds. Hello, Rosalie. Good morning. Let's see. What did I miss here? Okay, Cat rebounds and assists. Yeah, we'll look that up. Travis, I don't know how I missed that one. All right, let's pull up Cat. So we got, was it points and rebounds? Where is that? Yeah, rebounds and assists. Okay. Over? I guess it's over. And then Nas Reed, we like Nas Reed today. Points and rebounds. Points and rebounds are sitting at 14. Let's see. Hits, runs, and rubs. That's a different kind of baseball right there. Hits, runs, and rubs. hits and runs and ribs. That's my kind of baseball. Let me get a hit. Let me score a run. Let me eat some ribs. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on too, LA? I'm 4-0 on lock suggestions. Hope y'all been listening. All right, let's see. You got Kyrie rebounds and assists over 8.5. Like it up to 9.5. Let's see what PrizePicks has it at. Damn, PrizePicks doesn't even have it up. Yeah, you got to go find it on Underdog. Unfortunately. Individual line, 5 assists, and that's it. They don't even have his rebounds up. Yeah, PrizePicks is onto that one. I'm not gonna let you cash that shit. Gafford, 1.5 blocks. Yeah, these PrizePicks is notorious for just not listing plays that other sites have. I mean, a lot of pick'em sites are like that. You know, not every pick'em site has every prop, but more so with PrizePicks, you're gonna see a lot of plays not listed because they're either too good, and that's probably it. They're just too good. Now on Underdog, Daniel Gafford's blocks are nerfed at 0.5, 0.8. So you will have to find this on another site that's not gonna nerf your pay. But that's a good indication that a play probably favored for the over. Pick'em sites want to make it as difficult as possible to cash. They're not here to help you out. They're not here to advance you money. They're not gonna fucking give you $500 in free. That's why people complain about promos. You know, it's like, oh, that sign up offer sucks. It's not even real money. You really think a pick'em site is going to give you 250 US American dollars and throw that into your account so you can withdraw it and leave? You think they're stupid? No. So again, pick'em sites not here to help you out. You got to help yourself out. So finding the right pick'em site to play and put your hard-earned money is priority. So you're not seeing that on PrizePicks with Gafford. You got to go find that somewhere else. What you should be doing with the promos is turning that fake money into real money. You should be using the deposit match and focused on converting the promo funds into US American dollars. Then you can withdraw that shit instead of complaining about it. It's better than it used to be. The promo funds used to be in drips. Like you would have to play through it. Like you would have to play for every $10 you played, you'd get like $2 in your promo funds added to your account. That would take you that's exactly what would happen back in the day. At least now you're getting your full amount of promo funds, even though it's Monopoly money. You can still turn that Monopoly money into Park Place. All right, so we'll go to props.cash. We'll look up this trio, this pack of wolves. Yeah, how about that? We'll look up this pack of wolves right here. Let's see what we got. I've only looked at MLB today. I was actually coming to see what y'all got for NBA. Can you look up Nerfy stats? Yeah, we can look up Nerfy stats. The ones from yesterday, damn near all hit. Yeah, which Nerfy stat do you want to look at? Oh, yeah, she did. Brink continues to cash the under on her first half points. What did you pay attention to the full game? I didn't catch her full game. But her definitely her first half has been cashing for us. PrizePicks suck sometimes. Definitely getting better, taking good play off the board. Yeah. You got to get up really early. And I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean that literally. You got to get up really early, like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and lock these plays in. I'm not joking, because if you're researching at 8, 9, then a lot of those plays have been removed. You don't even get to see those plays. You don't even know they existed. PrizePicks is great for people on the West Coast because the time zone, like I'd have to stay up till 2 in the morning to find good plays, like as they hit the board. Somebody in California, midnight, maybe not early, but you know, they're up at a different hour. East Coast sucks because you're too far ahead. I don't know if it's a lock, but the Quan strikeout. Okay. And then my favorite play is Kyle Tucker fantasy. All right. It's the second time I've seen Kyle Tucker mentioned. Let's take a look at Kyle Tucker. Now, Mother Tucker. Hit the like button on your way in if you haven't done so yet. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you being here. Damn, it's up to 9. It's crazy. All right. We'll look at these over on props.cash. Nerfy, Anderson versus Brown, Angels and Astros. All right, let's throw that Nerfy in there as well. Under, right? All right, so we'll knock out this Tucker and Hunter, Brown, Anderson prop, and then we'll attack the Wolves, and then we'll build out another slip using the Pick'em stable. We've already built out 2 slips. Oh. Did anybody play the Kyrie Irving first quarter point prop last wasn't last stream. Last stream was yesterday. Wasn't that on Saturday? We talked about the under Kyrie Irving first quarter points in that series. He was really struggling. Now, this is a different series, but the matchup does not get easier for Kyrie Irving. First half points at 11.5. You can look at that one. I saw a PJ Washington prop in there. Something 14 points and assists for PJ. 13. You want to look at this one? I'm assuming you like the over at 13.5. All right, let's do it. We got 6 plays on the board. We're going right back to props.cash. We've actually built out 2 slips on the stream. If you caught it in real time, then you know what I'm talking about. If you missed it, then I'll put them in the Discord, but you're going to have to wait on those. So I won't be able to do that until after the stream is complete. Let's take a look at this Nerfy matchup. And on props.cash, you can look at Nerfy information. It does give you a nice little breakdown on pitchers, probability, odds, so forth. So we're going to go all the way down. No. There you go. All right, so we have Tyler Anderson and Hunter Brown. These are your 2 pitchers on the mound today. This game is being played in Houston. So Hunter Brown at home, 12-3 Nerfy record. Tyler Anderson on the road, 8-5 Nerfy record. Implied probability is a 46% rate, and then minus 128 to go under, plus 100 to go over. I mean, those aren't bad odds. It's favoring, you know, what we want. Yeah, it's favoring what we want. Now, I will say, if you're looking to take the over Kyle Tucker fantasy score, let's hope he's batting fourth or higher or lower. Probably not going to be batting fifth or sixth, right? So the reason I say that is if you take the over on Kyle Tucker's fantasy score, you want as much production from him as you can get, meaning every at bat you want it to produce points. If he's batting third in the lineup, he's guaranteed an at bat in the first inning. You're taking the under on a nerfy for this game. They don't correlate. You don't want Kyle Tucker to ground out or strike out. Sure, he'll get 3 more at bats, but why are you doing that to yourself? So obviously, I think you should pick one or the other and roll with that. Or you can get risky and try to leverage them. But I hate picking the under on a player and then going over, another stat. Like, oh, I'm going to go under on Kyrie's first half points, but going over on his full game points. What? Why? That's too cute. So anyway, Kyle Tucker's been on a roll. We know this. This production looks like Devers' production from earlier today. We looked at Devers' numbers. 6 home runs in 10 games is crazy. Kyle Tucker, 5 home runs in 10 games. Now, not as consistent, but man, 2 home runs in two games, no joke. His RBIs are up there as well. Runs scored. He does have stolen base upside as well. 3 stolen bases. So Kyle Tucker can do it all. He is turning into the face of this team. I know Yordan Alvarez is kind of stolen the show over the last few seasons, and you got the old kind of transitioning out, like Altuve and Bregman are just a little bit past their prime, but they're still relevant. Kyle Tucker has been on this team for a while, and he's starting to show like all the tools you want. So I think slowly but surely this is becoming his team. I think he's a much better player than Yordan Alvarez. I don't even think that's a stretch. Yordan is good, but I mean, the guy can't stay healthy, and he's like fucking Pedro Serrano. I'm an Astros fan too, so I can say that about them. No, but it's true. I think that Kyle Tucker's, I think he's the best player on this team. So anyway, looking to take the over on his fantasy score, you can do it a couple different ways. We can look at the projections and kind of figure out how that's going to happen. So right here, we got 2, 4, 6. He's going to get a hit. That's 9. That's 9 fantasy points. So just based off projections, it's a push. But we can also look at the odds here. 155 to the over on his hits, runs, and RBIs. When you see a number like that, that's not saying he's going to get you 2. That's closer to 3, maybe even 4. But 155 is a really large over. His home run odds today, plus 255. So again, you're going to wish and hope that he gets as many at-bats as he can, and he does the most he can with each at-bat. But it starts from the first at-bat. If he's batting in the 3-hole, he's going to face Kyle Anderson in that first inning. Now, if he's batting cleanup, who cares? If Kyle Anderson is it Kyle Anderson? Not Kyle Anderson. Tyler Anderson. If Tyler Anderson can get out the first inning and now allow a run, now that's working in your favor. Now you're like, all right, cool. Kyle Tucker, first at bat in the second inning. Do your thing, man, because you got out of the first inning. That's kind of what you're hoping. So if he's batting in the 3-hole or higher, that nerfy is very risky. If he's batting in the 4, if he's batting cleanup, then that nerfy makes a little bit more sense. I don't know if all that makes sense to you, when I say it out loud, I think it makes sense. Yeah, he's a beast. He's beasting right now. He's crushing right now. All right, let's take a look at this wolf pack. And we're going to take a look at a trio of wolves. First, we're going to look at Naz Reid. I think it was his points and rebounds. Points and rebounds at 14.5. Towns, and then Gobert. So points and rebounds at 13.5, 14.5 for Naz Reid. This has been bumped up. So at 14.5, you got DraftKings, Caesars, BetMGM getting in on this action, and all three like the under. BetMGM is giving you the most juice to the over, but they're also giving you minus 125 to the under. That is that series versus OKC is over. So yeah, we can always look at the playoffs as a sample size, but it's a different matchup. It's a different team. I'm sorry. The series versus the Nuggets is over. In the playoffs, he's averaging 14 in his last 10 playoff games. If you want to look at his last 5, it's pretty consistent. 14, 13.8, and 14 points and rebounds. Today, he is projected for 17.5. I think those projections are a little inflated, especially when you look at the odds, not giving you that impression that he's going to get you 17 plus. So these two don't correlate to me. All you need is 15, though. If you think he's good for 15 today, then you think this might be a little too low. Definitely, it's in play. Gobert's PRA was a point of interest just because it's a lower line on PrizePicks than you're seeing on Underdog. Underdog has it at 27.5. PrizePicks has it at 27 on the dot. Now, BetMGM is the only book right now that's giving you 26.5, which is not the line. However, at 26.5, he needs 27. So this is telling you that, yes, he'll get you 27. This is just based off the odds. Look at that juice to the under, though. So 27 is in play, but that only gets you the push. At 27.5, the odds are a little different. Now, historically, I want to say Rudy Gobert has fared pretty well against the Mavs. And I even want to say that his numbers versus Daniel Gafford are pretty strong, although we can't just create that sample size because Gafford hasn't been a part of the Mavericks for even half the year. So there you go. Karl Anthony Towns, we're looking at the over on his rebounds and assists today, sitting at 11.5. This one is still at 11.5. Over on 4 different books. He is projected for 12.5. So if you want to round that up to 13, cool. If you want to round it down to 12, doesn't matter. It's still higher than 11.5, and that's an over. In the playoffs, he's gone over that line of 11.5. In 60% of his last 10 and 60% of his last 5. We get good odds here. We're getting good projections. You're getting good head-to-head numbers. And then you know what his playoff numbers look like as well. If you want to throw all 3 of those guys in the lineup in the same slip, I mean, you could. There's only one NBA game. So you're going to have to play players from the same team. But do you feel like this might cannibalize, every rebound or assist that Gobert gets? That's one less for Towns. That's one less for Reed. And you can just make the case for all of these guys. So, I mean, if this shit goes to overtime or something like that, then you're probably going to cash it because these are all way too low for 5 quarters. But you can always just play 1 in 1 slip or 2 out of the 3 in 1 slip and just kind of build out 2 to 3 slips using, you know, a core pack of wolves. Kyle Tucker over his fantasy score looks strong. Tyler Anderson and Brown taking the under on the Nerfy. Again, if Tucker is projected to bat 4th, I think that Nerfy is safe. The last thing you want to do is play Kyle Tucker. He bats 3rd, he hits a home run, or he gets on base and drives in a run or something like that, and it ruins your Nerfy. So that's what I was trying to get at. PJ Washington over points and assists. PJ Washington coming off probably the best cluster of games he's ever had in his life. Now, these are his numbers against Minnesota. Now, 2 of these games, I think 3 of these games are not as a Mav. None of these games are as a Mav, right? He didn't get traded to the Mavericks until when? I don't know if any of these games count. Last 10 games, these are all playoff games. Like I said, the best cluster of games he's had probably in his life, because prior to that wasn't doing much, and then followed this with this. So you need this from him today. This is not going to get it done. He needs 13 points, but if you're looking for the over on his points and assists, same thing. So this gets it done, but 3, 4, 5, 6 out of those 10 games, he didn't get it done. So it's really hard to sustain that level of production over the course of a 7-game series. Projected for 18 points and assists. That's a lot. DraftKings under, Caesars under, BetMGM, they don't know what to do with it. They're just like, do whatever you want. We don't know. So DraftKings and Caesars both like the under on this point and assist prop. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to dig into. I mean, on the road against Minnesota, I mean, we can dig, but, you know, it's not really showing much different. So if you think this is too low, PA 14.5, then you're taking the over on this one. If you're going with the odds and you're also going by what we're looking at, just consistency, it's not there for him. It's all grouped, and then it's sandwiched in between like two shit performances, right? Before the breakout, didn't do much. After the breakout, didn't do much. So you can go by that and say I'm going to go under. But I think you know, all the information you need is here. You have enough information to go either way. I will just say that if this game goes to overtime, you can kiss your unders goodbye. We saw that happen last night, and nobody saw the overtime coming. So, I mean, there's not much you can do about that. You can't predict that kind of shit. All right, so if you ran these 6 in a slip, you could, but again, I think there's a lot of negative correlation here with these 3. Break them up, put them in different slips. We do like the over on this Tucker, like the under on the Nerfy, and then 13.5, not 14.5. It does make a bit of a difference, actually. It does make a bit of a difference now because he did barely go over in that last second to last game. All right. Another way you can look at this PJ Washington is this staircase that's being built right before our very eyes. The next step based off what he's done in the past, would be 10, right? He doesn't go under 10 very often. If you also feel like this 16 in that range is like the next step where we see a little bit of this, then that 14 is a little low because he needs 14. So again, a few different ways you can look at this. You got a lot of information to figure it out. But that changes a little bit, bringing that number down from 14 and a half to 13 and a half. All right. Here you go. Let's see what else. Ooh, that's a lot. Boston, yeah. Vibe says Aaliyah Boston is my favorite. Less, yes, 8.5. Well, 8.5. We got the under in her rebounds, 8.5. Damien says PJ is not getting those points. I took under at 12.5. He's gonna have to deal with McDaniels and Cat. They're long. No Diddy. You mean no Giddy or no Diddy? Because that can go both ways too. Man, we're having some fun today with these puns. Mavs only projected for 101. Last night game was electric for under projections. I feel tonight game is the same. Yeah, a lot went wrong yesterday. Vibe says, my gut tells me Ant will go under. He's been streaky, and the way he's been shouting out them teammates, he probably wants to play a little more reserved. Let them eat. I don't know if that's a stretch. I mean, Denver just did a really good job of locking him up. I mean, the problem was they couldn't lock him all up, you know? Can't lock everybody up. And Minnesota, their bench is legit, you know? So shit, Cat gets into foul trouble, bring in Naz Reid. Naz Reid knocks down 3 threes, you know? Anthony Edwards is struggling. It's all good, you know? Like someone else is stepping up. They're clicking. But Denver's defense is legit. I mean, we're gonna put Dallas's defense up there with Denver's defense? This is definitely the biggest stage that Ant has been on in his professional career. So for the NBA as a whole, it's a much better product when Anthony Edwards goes off. So more ratings, more views, more money, but also just a better product to watch. So I personally would like to see him just take this shit over. See, Travis says that OT hurt me. OT hurt everybody. Carlos Correa fantasy. Okay. Let's see. PJ Washington is permanently banned from my slips. Okay. Yeah. That's true vibes. Anybody catch the PrizePicks MLB glitch? No. What happened? 60%, 60 to 70% hits. All the demons and goblin tabs on the players went away, and you're able to hit the unders on the demons and overs on goblins without. Oh shit! It'll probably get removed anyway. Or they'll probably just take the money out of your account and be like, "Oh shit, my bad." Luka over 45 PRA. I know he's hurt. Still feels low to me. It is low. It is very low. But it's low for a reason, right? Because he is hurt. He's just having to find different ways to impact the game. He's not doing it with 40 plus points. All right. Needs something to pair with Kyrie rebounds and assists. All right, let's go back to the pick'ems table. This is what we're gonna do also. So let me clear the filters. I know we're building out, we're gonna build out one more PrizePicks slip, but I'm not gonna filter out by the site. I'm just gonna let whatever plays are up are gonna be up. If you happen to play on underdog, wait, why is it only PrizePicks showing? If you happen to play on underdog, which I know a few of you do, there's a lot of PrizePicks value right now. Holy shit, there's a lot of PrizePicks. Oh, because that's the glitch. You're talking about the glitch. Okay, so here's the glitch. It's actually being presented on the pick'ems table. It's a glitch, but MLB is not even on the tab, right? WNBA, NBA, PGA, NHL. Yeah, so there is no glitch. They didn't even remove the glitch. They just removed the sport. So if you got that, if you got the glitch in time, then sure. But yeah, as you can see, we are unable to play any MLB plays at the moment. Unless it's way back here, which usually it's not. Nope. So there you go. No glitch. So we can't even look at MLB plays. So maybe we don't build out a third slip on PrizePicks. If we just filter it out, nope. If we just filter it out to NBA, WNBA, NHL, tennis. All right. So Caitlin Clark under 6.5 assists. That feels a little high. Caitlin Clark under 6.5 assists. Alexis Lafreniere. That's a better. Let's see. Josh Green under 4.5 points. That's too low for Josh Green. This is the type of play I stay away from, even though it's grading out well. Like, why play that? Just play a different play. Like, you don't have to play Josh Green. Like, why are you playing Josh Green? Mike Conley. So we looked at his under PRA. We looked at his under PRA on PrizePicks. It's the same line on BETR. Here's the Josh Green play. Again, not really feeling that one. Caitlin Clark under her assists. That is being supported by 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 books under her assist. I know this Pascal Siakam play is under rebounds, and I'm not even basing this off of the last game, but my logic behind just fading this play or going over is the Celtics do not have anybody in the paint that can keep him off the glass. They just don't. It's not Tatum. Tatum's rebounds come out the paint. Yes, he can snag them in the paint, but watch the games. He's grabbing boards away from the rim. There is literally no paint presence. It's not Luke Cornett. It's definitely not Al Horford. Until Porzingis is back in the lineup, Siakam is going to continue to eat. I would fade this play altogether, or just go over, or look to take the over on points and rebounds. There's just nobody to help in the paint. They really, really miss Porzingis. I'm going to just ignore that play. I'm not going to fuck with that one. TJ McConnell under assist. If you want to go under on his assist on underdog, this is a Thursday play. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17 books like the under. Joe Pavelski. There's our boy, Joe Pavelski, looking to take the under on his point. He's a stream favorite 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 books like the under on that one. I wonder if they've fixed the glitch. No. True odds, minus 430 to go under RBI. These are just fucking up everything. Yeah, so we're not going to build out a third slip. It's using the odds shopper table, because the PrizePicks removing an entire sport kind of messes everything up. Caitlin Clark, though, her assist under that 6.5 feels a little too high for her assist. Let's look up this Luka PRA, and then we are going to bring this to a close. All right. Back-to-back games, 49 and up. So yeah, he's hurt, but it's not impossible. And I don't know what his PRA was in these two games, but I feel like 45, not 46, is the lowest we've seen. Now, this is matchup based because the Wolves present a bad matchup for him. However, during the regular season, he had 2 games. This is last season. 2 games, 48 and 58. So you're getting like 2 bookends here. You're getting the lower end and the higher end. I would assume that this was a struggle kind of game for him, and he ended up getting you 48. He played 39 minutes. He had 8 assists. He had 11 potential assists. He shot 12 of 26 from the field. %. That's not that great. 56 and 46. So I think on a like subpar shooting night, he got you the over. It does help when you're taking 12 threes. So this is good because you're getting one example of him being on top of shit, 58. Then you're getting another example of him struggling a little bit, 48. So I would feel pretty confident taking the over on this one. When you look at his projection, he is projected to go over 47, right around 47. But at 45, you got DraftKings that like it, that likes it, Caesars that likes it. BetMGM likes the over, but also giving you juice to the under. This one is at 46 on FanDuel. So I don't know if we see this one moved up, but if you feel like it could move up, don't wait. Just play it now. You know? Just play it now. So that one does make sense to me. It does help that we're getting positive games against the Wolves. He's done it twice this season already. Yeah, they were like, fuck that. Somebody got fired today. Intern. 5 says, Aaliyah Boston fantasy scores too high. She'd have to go crazy on defense with the stats she puts up. Sleeper's another one to use. Yeah, Sleeper's another pick'em site to use. Derek Jones, points and rebounds, lively rebounds. Over on both of those. Points and rebounds for Derek Jones. Lively rebounds. Derrick Jones went off in these two games versus Minnesota, 24 and 22. Over his last 10 playoff games, 70% hit rate in the playoffs, going over points and rebounds. Last 5, 80% hit rate. He is projected for 17 points and rebounds. His projection feels a little high, in my opinion. And the only reason I say that is if the true feeling in the market was that he's going to get you 17, you see a much higher line than 12 and a half. Anytime there's that big of a discrepancy, I feel like it's nice to see that, but is it probable? No. Otherwise, the line would be 14 and a half or 15 and a half. So the good news is you don't need him to get 17 points and rebounds. He just needs 13. I know what he's done in the last 10 games and 5 games. I understand that. But every game is different. Shit, even games in the same series can be different. But you don't need him to get 17. You just need 13. In terms of the odds right now, you do have FanDuel that slightly favors the under, and you have BetMGM that loves the under at -135. So you're getting two books that are on completely opposite ends here. One is just outright owning the under, and the other one is like, I don't know. Where do you want to eat? I don't know. It's up to you. Oh, I don't care. Me neither. All right, cool. Well, where do you want to go? I don't know. You tell me. That's what FanDuel is doing right now. Go find it at 11 and a half. You can find this shit at 11 and a half. That is the best play. That's the best line. All right, Derek Lively. Way down there. Looking at his rebounds at 6. This one, I don't know if this one's getting bumped up or if it got bumped down. Probably got bumped down because too many people were taking the under. -145, -145, -142, -146. So yeah, Derek Lively was projected to go well under that. So the pick'em sites were forced to bring this down to 6. In his last 10 playoff games, he was able to get you 6 or more in 7 of those games, but he was able to get you 7 or more in 5 of those games. He needs 7 to go over, 6 to push. His one push this season, both games this season, but 1 push and then 1 under. So has yet to actually go over 6. Does that change today? Out of those two, I like the Derrick Jones one just because he does a little bit more. And that line does feel a little low. Little low. All right. So here's what we looked at. Luka over, Clark under, Derrick Jones over, could go Lively over at 6. If you don't like the push potential, then just take that out of your slip because you don't have to play anything. You are in full control of your slips. Let's double check the pick'ems table real quick to see if they fixed the glitch. We fixed the glitch. Nope, still fucked up. Don't forget about the Luka promo today. 0.5 points on BETR if you wanted to pair that up with a play. Jeremy Pena, 1.5 total bases under. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 books that all like the under on this one. Again, I'm staying away from Siakam. Caitlin Clark, again, got her assist on the under on PrizePicks. That's also playable on Underdog. Kyle Schwab, under 0.5 RBIs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 books like the under on that one. Going back to better, Joey Meneses under his total bases on better. There's another possible Luka pair. Judge under RBI. Aaron Neesmith, this would be one for Thursday based off the math. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 19 books like the under on this one. Shit, some of these books like the under at 11.5. So I would expect this one to get moved down. If you don't want to take the under on Neesmith, I say give it time. Let the number move down to 12, then maybe take the over. But the way those books were looking, it feels like that one could get bumped down. Like if you have to play an NBA play with Luka, and it has to be today, based off the table, that Mike Conley one is still in play. But despite PrizePicks being inoperable right now, there's still a lot of value on the board on different pick'em sites, which is why it's so important to play on different pick'em sites. Because in a day like this, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if you only play MLB and you're only playing on PrizePicks? They just put the tab back up, but for the last 15 minutes, it was off. So what would you have done in that instance? All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we built out 2 slips in today's stream. MLB tab is back up by should be back up on your end as well. I don't know if the Astros play today, but Kyle Tucker has been going crazy. Yes, Astros do play. What's up, La Liga? Yes, they do play. They play at 1:10. Also, Wednesdays are early games in the MLB, so just make sure you are aware of that shit. You got the Royals and Tigers first pitch at 1:10, followed by the Astros and Angels. We just saw it. Or do they play tomorrow? No, it's today. 1:10. Astros and Angels, 1:10. So you have 2 early games today in the MLB. Not too early, but definitely earlier than normal. Travis says Jones. So Derek Jones over points, Ant over steals, Luka over rebounds, McDaniels over points, Cat over rebounds, and Lively 7.5 over points. What do y'all think? Honestly, it's hard for me to answer questions like with this many players, just like at first glance. My dog is gonna throw up. It's hard for me to answer those kind of questions because I don't like to answer those questions until I can like research those plays. We already researched, we didn't research any of these specifically, but we did research Cat rebounds and assists. And we did research Derek Jones points and rebounds. And I also like to give better feedback than, oh, it looks good. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. So, if you want, Travis, hit me up in the Discord. Just shoot me a DM in the Discord. and then I can give you my honest thoughts after I look into this a little bit more, but I just like to give a little bit more insight than looks cool. Yeah, good luck. Best of luck. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's stream. We went an hour and 30 minutes strong today. We covered lots of plays. We covered Discord news. We covered slips. We built out 2 slips over on PrizePicks. In fact, I'll be sharing those 2 slips in my Discord for everyone. But if you're just joining, this is what we built, our final slip prior to the baseball tab being removed from PrizePicks, the MLB tab being removed. Devers over, under Freeman, under Altuve, under Simeon, under Baum, under Conley. Second slip, which was the first slip of the stream, Soto under, Duvall under, Aaliyah Boston under, Gafford under, and Josh Naylor got removed. So now this becomes a 4 pick, which is, I wish I could cancel this slip. I want to cancel this slip because the payout on a 4 pick is garbage. I would want to cancel this slip and then go back and just add a couple of different plays to make it a 5 or 6. But because we put it in on the live stream, I'm not going to touch it. But I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens because a 4 pick is only going to pay out a 5x. So the most we can win on this one is $25. That pisses me off. But that's what we built out on the stream. We used the Odd Shopper Pick'ems table to build out 2 slips. And we were still able to get quite a few of your player prop questions answered in the chat. So we don't have to choose either one. We can do both. And again, we ended on this. So if you wanted to play any of these plays, Luka over, Caitlin Clark under, Jones over, Lively over. Also, feel free to take any of these plays and mix and match. You don't have to play them as presented. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's your slip. You have the power. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all sticking around this long. If you lasted the entire hour and a half plus, appreciate you. Consider subbing up to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're going to sub up, hit the like button. Or excuse me, if you're going to sub up, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future content like on Friday's live stream. Hit that like button on your way out. I tried to do a giveaway last week. It didn't work out. I had 1 comment. I'm not going to do a giveaway with 1 person commenting. So what I'll do is I'll take that 1 comment and I'll just add it to the next giveaway. Maybe I put that person's name in twice to give them an extra shot at winning since they were the only one to comment. But next giveaway, don't know when that'll be. We definitely need more participation. We need more than 1 person to leave a comment. Not going to spin the wheel with 1 name. So keep your notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on when that next giveaway is going to be. But it'll happen soon. Maybe it'll happen this weekend. All right. Hope all your player props respect the coin. I'll be back Friday morning with a live stream, but I am active in the Discord. I am more so putting in plays throughout the day and slips on Better, Underdog, and PrizePicks. Those are my 3 main pick'em sites that I play on. So I do share my research with the Discord, but I'll be sharing our slips that we built in the Discord for everybody to see. So if you just can't wait till Friday to interact, hit me up in the Discord. But until Friday's live stream, I wish you all the best of luck. All your player props respect the damn coin, and Chavez is out.